तरफ बात करना है।
A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plant. And topic is megasporogenesis, ovule and megasporangium. So, megasporangium, ovule and megasporogenesis. Megasporogenesis. In the megasporangium is simply ovary. Megasporangium, ovary. Inside the ovary, ovule is present. Now, most of the plant have anatropous type of ovule. Anatropous ovule. But except these, some of the angioplants or the angiosperm plant shows the different type of structure of ovule, like atropous, amphitropous, cercinotropous, hemianatropous, campylotropous. So such kind of ovule is also found, but in NCERT the anatropous type of ovule is given. Now the funicle is present. Through the funicle they attach to the placenta by the to the ovary by the placenta. Now here is hilum. Nucellus, embryo sac and ovule. Egg, polar nuclei, and antipodal cell. Three antipodal cells, only one. So the structure of ovule show the nucellus, megaspore mother cell present inside the embryo sac that undergoes in meiosis division. From the meiosis division, the formation of embryo sac will occur during the megasporogenesis. So in the megasporogenesis takes place. The process takes place. In this process, the formation of egg, synergic, antipodal cell and polar nuclei, all such type of cell occur inside the embryo cell. So let us discuss about here is the anatropous ovule, which show the structure of ovule, anatropous ovule. Inside this, they are present in the ovary attached with the style. For example, here is a style. Through style they attach with the stigma. A stigma function as receptacles. They receive the pollen grain, allow the germination of pollen tube. Pollen tube transfer their male gamete towards the towards the egg cell. Towards the egg cell. So here is egg. This one is synergic, which have filiform apparatus or such. Now after fertilization, the ovule is converted into seed when sperm is transmitted through the pollen tube or one fuse with the egg nucleus and another fuse with the polar nuclei. So before going to discuss about the microsporogenesis, first we discuss about the megasporangium. Megasporangium is ovary only. Inside the ovary, the megaspores mother cell is present. Ovary, or it can also be drawn in most of the plant like such. The style is long. Style is long. Here inside the ovary, embryo sac is present inside the ovule. So this is the ovary, is the megasporangium. Which is formed by nucleus cells and integument. So overall this is the structure. Now inside the megasporangium, megaspore mother cell is present. Megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell undergoes in meiosis division. So this is megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell undergoes in meiosis division. By the first meiosis division, meiosis first, there is formation of dyad structure. Megaspore dyad structure. Megaspore dyad structure is a two-cell stage after the meiosis division. The two-cell structure formation occur after the meiosis division. Two-cell structure. Now this structure then again undergoes in the formation in the second meiosis division and for the formation of megaspore tetrad. Megaspore tetrad structure will form from the megaspore dyad structure. After the formation of megaspore tetrad, the three cell undergoes in degeneration. Only one cell of the megaspore become enlarged. 3 cell degenerated. 3 cell undergoes in degeneration. Only one cell enlarged. So I will draw here. In the megaspore only, because all the cells undergoes in degeneration except one. 3 cells undergoes in degeneration. The one cell only enlarged to form large megaspore. Now, the large megaspore undergoes in karyokinesis. So, undergoes in karyokinesis. That means in karyokinesis, first from one nuclei to two nuclei form, or both the nuclei move towards the opposite pole. Now, the second karyokinesis will also take place. After the second karyokinesis, two nuclei again form from one nuclei. Now, again the karyokinesis, here is karyokinesis 2, here is karyokinesis 3. Karyokinesis in 3, then from 2, 4 nucleus will form, and each move towards the center. Each from the two polar region move towards the center and form, and then after the cytokinesis takes place. Cytokinesis. From the cytokinesis, the aggregation of cell cytoplasm occur, or here is aggregation of cytoplasm, then polar nuclei and two synergic. Now, these are the three antipodal cell, two polar nuclei, and synergic cell, two synergics and X cell, only one. So thus they form 8 nucleated 7 cell structure. 8 nucleated 7 celled structure. So overall the structure of embryo sac is 8 nucleated 7 celled structure in most of the gymnosperm, but also there will be present of different type of embryo sac in different type of plant. So how the megasporogenesis takes place in the plant? Inside the ovule, the megaspore mother cell is present. Megaspore mother cell undergoes in meiosis division to form megaspore dyad structure by first meiotic division or meiosis division. After the first meiosis division, there will be formation of megaspore tetrad structure. Megaspore tetrad structure. In the megaspore tetrad structure, the 3 cell undergoes in degeneration. Only one become enlarged for the formation of egg. That enlarged cell undergoes in 3 karyokinesis one by one. By the first karyokinesis, 2 nucleus structure form. 2 nucleated structure will form. Both the nuclei move towards the opposite pole. Then after second karyokinesis takes place. After the second karyokinesis, 1 nuclei they converted into the 2 nuclei. Then after third karyokinesis will take place. From the third karyokinesis, 8 nucleated structure form. From the in 4-4 group, the one nucleus from the east side move towards the center, and followed by the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis and cell cytoplasm aggregated towards the nucleus or around the nucleus and form different type of cell: antipodal cell, synergic cell, 2 synergic cell, 3 antipodal cell, 1 X cell, and 2 polar nuclei. So overall 8 nucleated 7 celled structure form. in the embryo sac. Now, the formation and the development of embryo. Let us discuss how the development of embryo will take place after the fertilization. Embryo development. Embryo development. As we know that double fertilization takes place during the double fertilization will takes place in which one fertilization carried out by the formation of through the formation of zygote, and the second is the result of triple fusion embryo sac. So here is embryo sac. 3N or this N, two polar nuclei and synergic antipodal cell. Now here is synergic cell. So when the transfer of two male gamete takes place, both are non-motile, so they transmitted through the pollen tube rises by the pollen grain. Now pollen tube transfer their male and female gamete into the female gamete is inside the embryo sac, that is egg, and male gamete is sperm. They transfer their sperm. One of the two sperm fuses with the egg and the second sperm fuses with the polar nuclei. Thus they form 3N endosperm and 2N zygote. 2N zygote. Zygote is now converted into the embryo. So how zygote converted into embryo? The zygote is single cell but 2N nucleus. Two nucleus are fused to form diploid zygote, both the nucleus of male and female gamete. Now they develop into the globular structure. First suspensor or through the suspensor the globular embryo attached. So this structure of embryo is known as globular structure of embryo. Globular structure of embryo. Now globular structure of embryo again undergoes in differentiation to form heart-shaped embryo. Here is cell or suspensor. Head or simply cell. Now then globular structure converted into the heart-shaped structure. Heart-shaped embryo. Heart-shaped embryo. Shaped embryo. Heart-shaped embryo. Heart-shaped embryo formation occur. So now heart-shaped embryo develop into the matured embryo, fully matured embryo. The enlargement of cotyledons, and the formation of cotyledons takes place in the embryo. So what is the will be the structure of mature embryo? I will draw here. Mature embryo of dicotyledonous seed. So how they form? These are cotyledons. These are two cotyledons present in dicot seed. The plumule region, then radicle, hypocotyle, plumule, radicle, cotyledon. Plumule give rise to shoot because they have shoot apical meristem, so give rise to shoot. From the plumule, the development of shoot takes place. From the radicle, the development of the roots takes place. Hypocotyle help in the absorption of sunlight. Whenever the seed grow in the absence of sunlight, the hypocotyle elongation takes place in the absence of sunlight for searching the light for their photosynthesis, so that the plumule will form shoot apical meristem. Now, in the cotyledon, the radicle is covered by the coleorhiza and hypocotyle is covered by the coleoptile. Coleoptile is simple covering of coleorhiza. Is a simple covering of coleoptile is a simple covering of shoot or plumule because they help in the development of the plumule, and coleorhiza is a covering of radicle. So these are some important feature of the embryo. Now embryo also accept these embryo. So here is the overall about the cotyledons, and the root cap is present in embryo. Coleorhiza cover the radicle and coleoptile will cover the plumule, which is the protective layer of shoot apical meristem, and coleorhiza is the protective layer of root apical meristem. So here is the overall about the sporangium and ovule and megasporogenesis. I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me, and thank you for listening and watching me. So here is the overall about the megasporogenesis or megasporogenesis or microsporogenesis. We have discussed in previous class, or in today's class we have discussed about the megasporogenesis. One another thing is important about the megasporogenesis is appearance of the placenta. Placenta help in the attachment of ovule to the ovary. Then after fertilization, the ovary is converted in some plant. Most of the plant ovary is converted into the fruit, whereas ovule is converted into the seed. So inside the seed, overall, so here is ovary. Inside the ovary, ovule is present. Ovule is converted into, after fertilization, converted into seed, and the ovary is converted into fruit. So such type of fruit is known as, which have seeds are known as, or fertilization known as parthenocarpic fruit. If the fruit lack the seed, if seed are absent, is known as That type of fruit is known as